Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, I have logged in right after reset. I've leveled up my heroes. We're going to be attacking the glyphshade boss with the new best team formation, which is a Traxxas version with the twins. This is the team formation. I made a video talking about them all before. But we're gonna just watch the replay or attack right now and see what type of score we can get. Then I'm gonna log on to my other account, so my main account, and we're gonna attack with the the best team if you don't have the twins, and we're gonna compare the damage scores. So it should be a fun and kind of interesting video. So this team is using the Mauler buff tiles, and one thing I didn't realize is because they're twins, when they cast their ultimate, their stellar bonded ally, which is Odie here, is gonna be unaffected, and this will make it that the boss will not be able to pull in the Odie and start like pummeling him like he normally would like to do, and that is why the twins is so effective for this team. But this is overall the top performing team right now. You have Shakir to buff up your frontline allies. Elijah teleports into the front because he's on the Mauler buff tile. And Mikola is here to provide attack buff for your team and the haste. And you have massive haste on this team. Like, the twins are providing like upwards of 60 haste onto your allies, and they keep casting so frequently. The other thing is that even the allies who are not linked by Stellar Bond, they gain some energy refund when they cast their ultimate. After the twins and the Stellar Bond linked allies have cast their ultimate one time. And you can't actually see that here because like Shakira doesn't recast, Mikola doesn't recast, but there we go, 1 billion. Over 1 billion damage, right? And if we take a look at the overall score here, that is going to put us in the rank 1 position with the Elijah and Lila team. So, and then we're done. Because on this account, people attack like so rapidly. I couldn't even get much chance to attack in the Guild Supremacy Glyphshade boss last season. So now I'm going to switch over quickly to my other account, and we're going to try to attack with the second best team. Okay guys, now we're on my main account. It isn't going to be as much pressure because we're slower to actually attacking, but still, we're not that slow, and so I am going to try to get my attack in. So here's a team by Rhymes. Now, ideally you would want to use the overcharge spell artifact, but we don't have that available yet. That will be coming out from the season milestones, maybe next week or the week after that. But for right now, Star Shard spell is going to be the best option. Odie is going to be teleporting to the front with the Mauler buff tile, and this is a more free-to-play or like obtainable team because it's not using the twins, but it can also get a really solid score. So let's see how high of a score we can get. Like the equipment levels and the overall hero levels are almost matched compared to the account we just attacked on with the twins, and so we should be able to get a good score here as well. But basically, these are the two top teams, depending on if you have the twins or not. And if you don't have, like, maybe Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, there's also a Wilder team. And I'll go back onto my other account, and I'll show you the Wilder team formation if you want to run that. Or I can actually even show it to you on this account. But I want to recap all of the teams again. And we're done. So this team, also very effective. Now the idea is that Lily May, because she becomes untargetable, she's not going to get pulled in as much by the Glyphshade boss. But if you had the overcharge spell, that would be even better because that gives her unaffected. And then she will not at all be targetable by the boss. But even here with the Star Shard, she's doing really well. Like, she's not really getting pulled in by the boss because she keeps casting her Rainstorm Ballet. And the positioning of everyone is really good. Sonya's buffing up your two hard-hitting damage dealers, which are Odie and Lily May. And as you can see, this is also getting a really solid score. Like we did... Okay, now Lily May gets pulled in right at the end, but not too bad. This is a really good score, guys. 941. Like, only like 100, maybe, yeah, 100 is a million lower damage compared to the other team that we showed with the twins. And so this is a great team option for you guys to use as well. Both of them are going to help your guild kill this boss really quickly. And most importantly is for, if you want to go for those top rank positions, you want to have your guildmates attack as soon after reset as possible. Because if you take a look at the leaderboard right now, yeah, we're both competing like for the rank 1 position, but it doesn't really matter right now, but it will matter on like the final day, basically. But anyway guys, so now we're going to go back to the other account, and I'm going to show you exactly which heroes, which teams you can run. Okay guys, now that we've done both of our attacks, I'm going to take you to the talent trial and show you exactly the different formations of teams you can run. So the three major formations right now, one which we ran with the twins is going to be this one, come up with by Traxxas. Lila is going to be in the back for the first time ever, basically, and Elijah in the front, because Elijah is going to be teleported into the front on the Mauler buff tile, and then he can get the buff value of Mikola and Shakir. All the other allies are going to be in melee range, and Odie is going to be unaffected because the twins will keep casting their ultimate to provide the stellar bond linked allies with unaffected. So this is the overall top performing team. It is using the Mauler faction talent, so that is another thing to mention. If you really want to max out the potential of this team, and it will get important when we go later on in the season and you have to get a higher score in the boss, then you will want to upgrade your faction talent tree. Like, I had no upgrades here, so like we could have gotten an even higher score, but yeah, you want to upgrade this faction talent tree and give as much damage as possible, because you're not having any survival issues, so upgrading the left side of the tree is going to be favorable. But that is basically it. The top two teams are both Maulers, and so you're going to want to run or upgrade the Mauler faction talent tree. If you can run either of these teams, you need to have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, even if, for example, using Rhyme's team. And for right now, Star Shard spell, but we'll replace it for Overcharge spell when we get that available. For Atraxi's team, it is the Harmonic spell, which is the best right now. Okay, yeah, Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment needed. Now, if you don't have Shakira plus 10, then you're going to want to run the Wilder team. This is also a good team, but it isn't as good as the Mauler team. And you're going to have Odie in the back, and because of the Wilder tiles, right, he's going to be concealed at the beginning of the match, and that will make him unaffected. Now, the problem is, after that concealment wears off, then he is going to be affected again, and he's going to be dragged in by the boss, and the boss will start pummeling him. But if you had the Overcharge spell, basically he would be unaffected for the whole match, and also getting energy boost, and that is why the Overcharge spell is important for this team comp. The other heroes are Prissa to buff up the damage of Odie, because Prissa provides like attack speed and normal attack damage buff to the nearby ally, which will be Odie here. Sonya will further buff up Odie and also buff up Lily May, who's another hard-hitting damage dealer, and then Brian. Now Brian, honestly, I don't know, like, I don't understand why Brian is here. Maybe just as a third damage dealer. His charm bonus even for this season is not so great, so it doesn't amplify the damage your team deals. It only increases his own damage. So I feel like if you ran Iron rather than Brian, it might even be better, because Iron is going to provide magical defense reduction debuff onto the boss. So that's something I would like to try. Or basically, if you don't have Brian built, I would just run Iron here if I were you. And then Sonya, yeah, is important though. So that is basically, those are the three top teams you can run right now, depending on which heroes you have. If you have the twins and Shakira plus 10, you should run Atraxi's team. If you have Shakira plus 10, no twins, you should run Rhyme's team. If you don't have Shakira plus 10, then you should run the Wilder team and use it for Star Shard spell right now, but upgrade it to the Overcharge spell when we have that available. And if you're going to go for the Wilder team, and then just like we said for the faction talents of Maulers, you should be upgrading the faction talents of the Wilders. And again, focusing on the offensive side, like the left side, and also the overall attack buff. Anything that is going to increase your damage, because the tankiness is not really needed. Maybe when we get to higher difficulties, the tankiness will be needed, but the levels of our heroes will also be higher. So one final thing to mention, which is like the same for Dream Realm, you want to max out the level of your heroes before you attack in Glyphshade. And so what I did was I did all of my instant AFK attempts, even the paid ones. I claimed all of my AFK rewards, and then I did all my daily quests to gain all of these extra essence or manuals. And then also like you claim the season growth quests, the growth trials. You have the upgrade rewards, which are these more manuals, and then you upgrade as far as you can. You upgrade your equipment of your key damage dealer heroes. For hero OD would be in the marksman class. Upgrade anything that gives him damage. Like, I should have upgraded this, but I didn't. Oh, well, yeah, we were running OD on this team. And then you can also, like, whoever else deals high damage, like maybe Sonya, you can upgrade her, the damage-related equipment here if you need to. But those are just the ways of, like, min-maxing your score. But as of right now, it doesn't really matter. We're in the early difficulties of Guild Supremacy Glyphshade boss, and so it doesn't matter how hard you hit. Your guild should be clearing it on day one. But as we climb up the difficulties and it gets more and more difficult, that is when running these optimal team comps are going to be important, so you can take down that boss. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, you guys can share any other team comps you've been running in the comment section, or if you would like to chat with me more, ask me any questions, you can join my AFK Journey Discord server. We have over 1,800 members there, which is pretty amazing. And yeah, I'm very active over there, so you can join that. The link to that in the description of this video. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video or see you in Discord. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.